All right, let's see what's going on in the energy. My name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. Shadow work. All right, so ooh, every time I see shadow work, I feel like there's something that you need to reevaluate when it comes to your healing. All right, because something may happen that may trigger it. You said, hold on, exactly. Um, Something is getting ready to happen to where something can be triggered. Something can be triggering. So I really feel like Spirit is asking you to go within. All right, whatever it is, you're protected. But I told you, you're getting ready to find something out in the midst of you receiving a blessing. In the mix of you venturing out, in the mix of you venturing out, all right. What I say, abundance. In the mix of you venturing out and getting what's yours, you're going to find out something that's going to trigger you. I really don't feel like nothing can trigger me at this point because everybody's dead in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So, seeking healing. All right, this is something that you healed from. So it could be a person, place, or thing that you healed from. All right, a situation that you healed from. All right, there's shadow work here. So I feel like something is getting ready to happen to where, no, it could trigger it if you're not constantly healing. All right, if you're not continuously checking in with yourself. All right, take a breath, take a breathe, take a breath. I'm hearing a breathe. All right, just breathe. There's something about breathing. I remember when my grandmother passed away. The message that she kept telling me was just to breathe because I have real bad panic attacks. To where them bitches mimic a heart attack. So horrible. I haven't had one in a long ass time, and that's because I breathe. When she passed away, she showed me how to. Damn, in the card that was in here was self regulation. She taught me how to regulate my motherfucking breathing to the fact to slow it down to where things can slow down and the shit won't hurt. Cause baby, them bitches hurt. All right. Facing your fears. I feel like it's something getting ready to happen, right? And you're being made to face your fears because it's not gonna be like the last time. Celebrations here. All right, there's a celebration coming your way. All right, change your tune, clear your energy. So it's something about fears from the past. Spirit is saying don't look for what happened in the past to happen now because it's not. Spirit say patience, accept responsibility for your part. All right, maybe you weren't ready for something in the past, and now you may be ready for something in the past. All right, the fucking past. When I be getting sleep, that's when spirit be showing out. All right, strength, and then you got cleanse here. You got strength and you got cleanse. I just fucking said, oh, I get excited, y'all. Excuse me. The past. I just said something in the past. It's like it wasn't ready. Something wasn't. I'm hearing now you're ready. Accept responsibility for something that happened in the past. You may have wanted to. You may have rushed into something and you wasn't ready. All right. Yeah, you rushed into something and it wasn't ready, and you weren't ready. All right. This could have been a relationship. This could be anything. All right. A business, a job. This could be anything. All right. So you're thinking about the past and you're doing shadow work from your past, all right? Because you are looking into your past, you're observing. You could be seeing a lot of sixes at this time, all right? And you're thinking about the shit that happened in the past, all right? How can you learn from them? How can you not let that shit happen again? All right, knowledge and releasing. Hold yourself accountable for your part, right? And what you accepted and release. Damn, this is one great ass message. You posted something, I ain't even see it. You retracted it. What's the purpose of typing something If you're going to retract it, don't post that shit from the beginning. The fuck? Stand in your power. Don't be weak. Say what you gotta say. All right. Stay in integrity. Clear your energy. All right, you guys. Don't mind me. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok. All right. Clear your energy and stay in integrity. All right. So it's. I feel like some people are getting a second chance at something. All right, but you're going about it in a different approach. Higher power. All right, because something is being guided by spirit. All right, something is being guided by spirit. Signs and synchronicities are all around you. All right, you can't ignore the fucking signs. Changes are here. There's a lot of changes that's being made at this time. What's going on? All right, yeah, face your fears. You're getting ready to face a fear. All right, it's something that terrifies you. And it could be starting over. It could be moving to a place where you don't know no fucking body and you gotta start over. Alright, it could be anything. Alright, it could be you when it comes to a relationship. Alright, it could be anything. Alright, it wasn't time, is what I'm hearing. Boundaries. There were some boundaries that needed to be set. All right, it was some things that needed to be released, and there was some patience that was needed to be had. All right, watch for the signs. Transformation. Something is changing. It's magic all around you. There's a whole bunch of things changing right before your eyes. All right. If you guys are wanting a on the spot read is $20 at this time. All right, so that's $5 cheaper. On the spot, no, I'm talking about $5 cheaper. They're a little bit cheaper, not $5. All right, if you are wanting an on the spot reads are 20. All right, if you're wanting a love reads are 15 at the time. All right, no, you know what? Love reads are $10, and if you are wanting a general read, they are 20. All right, if you're wanting unlimited readings to the end of May. Unlimited readings to the end of May. All right, $20. Unlimited readings to the end of May for $20 for the first two people. All right. Take a breath. It's time to focus. All right. It's time to focus on something, and it has something to do with something that you are afraid of. What's going on? Hello, Miss Williams. How are you? Damn, I hate when I be having long fucking hair. That should be everywhere. All right, somebody's trying to do some voodoo to stop your money. I hope whoever's doing this shit to try to stop your money, I hope they fucking knees fall out. And they can't never stand on business ever the fuck again. Okay, because what are you doing? This is a mature man. All right, you got a masculine. You got a masculine man. All right, that is in competition with you. So for some of you, it's your hoe ass daddy. For some of you, it's the hoe ass nigga you leaving. All right. Some of y'all, it's somebody that you already left a long ass time ago. All right. This person is sick because you are receiving actual money. I'm telling you, actual money, bad health concerns, and planning and decision making. Somebody plotting against you, your money, your well-being, and their health is declining. Don't nobody give a fuck no more. Good riddance. All right, you are unbothered, and they are going through it because you are achieving your goals. You are achieving what it is that you need to in order to get to the next level. All right, you're following come on now, following your intuition when it comes to partnership, and you're moving on out of this heart shape. Heart shape is significant. Moving on to calmer waters. All right, moving away, moving out of fucked up territory to a home life situation. All right, to a better home life situation. All right, I got you. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? This is my song for real, no doubts. When the DJs, I don't know why the fuck I'm hearing that song. Cause when I heard Heart Shape, why I heard that song? Walk you to the dance. Hold on, who the fuck is this? Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Um, I heard R. Kelly feeling on your booty, and I don't know why I heard that second song. Huh? That song was crazy as hell to me. All right, let's see what's going on. Damn, the first card that came out was love. Somebody tried to interfere in your love life. Weirdo. Let's see. Somebody wants something not to work when it comes to your love life. All right, you says I think Tina Turner. You said you think Tina Turner. When I said heart shape. All right, sorrow is here. Sorrow is here. Somebody wants you to have some sort of sorrow when it comes to your love life. All right. Um, when it comes to a marriage, somebody wants you to not work at something. All right. Completions is here. Somebody's trying to interfere. Completion. Good rich gentleman in completion. Let me see. Let's see. Why is completion? Yes, I'm aware. Okay. Okay, so you know. All right, power is here. Pleasant letter is here. You're going to receive some sort of communication. Some sort of pleasant letter. All right. Strife is here. Somebody. Okay, so it's a pleasant letter for you, but it's not for somebody else. All right. It has something to do with the material gains. All right. You receiving a blessing. What the fuck? All right, I keep telling y'all, like, when somebody do spell work on you, hey, love. When somebody is doing spell work on you, like, that shit is backfiring like a motherfucker. If you're trying to come in between, if you're just trying to be and do some bullshit, the shit is going to backfire. All right, and it's like whoever's trying to come against you, it's bringing you money. Like, people not even understanding. People coming for you and spirit blessing you with money because it's people coming towards you. Receiving a gift is the next card that came out. All right, receiving a gift, and then I got short illnesses here. So somebody, whoever was pleasant letter, short illness. Somebody could have passed away, or somebody could be passing away, leaving something. Receiving a gift is here. Power here. I'm hearing power of attorney. Lust. Somebody tried to do something. Somebody did something in haste. All right, and somebody fucked around and found out. Somebody is fucking around and finding. It started up about 2 weeks ago. Okay, it's fast paced. It's just whoever this person is. This person. Whatever they doing, they was headstrong in doing something. But pay attention to who's ill, all right? Because they want success and love in reverse. And whoever this is, yes they are. Yes they are. This shit crazy as hell. Okay, let's see. Yeah, somebody wants to steal something. It's like somebody wants to steal your joy. Somebody don't like seeing you happy, and that's so sad. Somebody don't like seeing you happy. All right. This is a jealous motherfucker. I guarantee you, this has got to be. When I hear jealousy like this, don't know jealousy be deeper than the jealousy that's coming from a family member. Whenever I see jealousy this deep on the board, don't nothing be deeper than jealousy of family members. The priestess came out. This family. I told y'all, I don't like cousins. I don't like cousins. I don't like aunts and uncles. I don't. All right, virtual here. Gain virtue and gain. It's something that you are receiving. It's something that you are receiving. All right. And it's like somebody trying to interrupt your spirit. Yeah, change is here. Somebody trying to interrupt your spirit. Don't let that shit happen. Okay. Because when they interrupt your spirit and fill it with sorrow or fill it with worry, that's when your manifestations don't come in. Spirits want you to focus on the bigger picture. All right, don't focus on the outside. Focus on the inside. All right. One thing about it, staying close to God. Anything that's for you, it will be right. Anything that's not for you, God will politely move that shit about the fucking way. This husband, what should I do? Okay. Are y'all are you don't trust him? Yes he will. Yes he will. You don't trust him. Let me tell you what you do. Because I'm never gonna tell you what to do, but I'm gonna tell you what you can do. Alright, you are going into the same letter that I'll be telling everybody to write. Alright. You're gonna write a letter to the universe. You're gonna write a letter to God and you're gonna ask God to reveal things to you that need to be revealed. I guarantee you, I don't understand you motherfuckers that come in here, you follow the live and then you repost it and then you come back in here. Who the fuck sent you? Classy lady. Them be trolls. Anywho. Weirdo. Write a letter to Spirit and tell God that you want confirmation on things that you need confirmation on. God will give it to you. But when God start revealing shit to you, you have to move accordingly because it's just gonna keep being revealed, and God gonna aggravate your soul because you will know the truth, and you will still sit there. You can't be afraid to if you have to leave a situation, just leave that motherfucker. If that's something that needs to be done, and you really gotta do it, and you really can't think twice about it. Right? You gotta think about your happiness, your sanity, and your motherfucking health. All right, and that's spiritually and mentally. Spirit is saying clear your energy. All right, and release blockage. All right. I am doing again tonight. If anybody wants to be a part at any time, apparently I'm doing these every night. If you want to be a part of the release and burn, all right, those are 15-15. All right, and what that does is remove blockages so that you can see the truth about situations. And on top of that, those faulty foundations, they will crumble. All right, God will allow you to see the things that you need to see. Clarity will come for sure. Uh, argument will argument if it's fucked up and it's meant to be destroyed, an argument will break out. All right. It ain't gonna be nothing that you can't handle because God ain't gonna put you in a situation like that. But God will show you within an argument because people say shit within an argument. All right, or things will either get better or things will either get worse. All right, so you can write your letter. All right, and ask God to show you the things that you need to see and why you need to see these things so that you can move forward. All right, and whenever you feel like you want to do a burn and release, let me know. Those are 15-15. You are being protected at this time. All right, Spirit say cut your losses. Anything that has you confused and in discomfort, cut that shit off. Communicate. So everything they do, but so everything they do. Yeah, and see, but the crazy thing about this, let me tell y'all how spell work works. That shit work on weak motherfuckers, right? It works on weaknesses. It spell work only attaches to things that are weak. So if like you are in an emotional state, spell work will attach to it because you are left, you're vulnerable, you're open. You know what I'm saying? When you are in a relationship and somebody is throwing magic at this other person and they don't believe in that shit, they don't believe in that shit, it's going to keep affecting them. But not only is it going to keep affecting them, but it's going to affect you because you are the empath. All right, so If he is living in his lower self, not doing what the fuck he need to do when it come to God, the spell work will absolutely fucking work on him. And he will act in a way. What's going on, Quishan? It will work on him. And it will destroy the fuck out of a fucking relationship. But then you see that that ain't the motherfucker that you're supposed to be with, because you can't even you can't even protect, how you gonna protect me? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna protect me? For the last couple of years I've been fighting this shit. Oh no, yeah. The whole time you probably sleeping with a fucking demon. Let's see. Tell me about this man, because I've never did a reading on him. It's just people were always jealous of your relationship is what always came out. Let's see. Pathway is being open. Let me tell you something. If God give you a pathway, you better take it. And don't ask no questions. If doors start opening crazy after we have this conversation, you better take them. You better take it. Take that opportunity. Something's turning in your favor. There's a pathway that spirit wants you to go down. I feel a breeze and ain't shit on in this motherfucker. Winning at all costs. All right, is this person worth staying, spirit? Is it worth? Is she supposed to stay? All right, gifts. Is she supposed to stay and work this out? Earth Angel Ascending. Okay, so this is one of the maybe situations, and it's maybe because everybody has free will. You have the opportunity to stay and work it out, but this is the thing. Everybody has the opportunity and stay and staying. Uh this is a personal because this is a collective because this is not your personal. If I'm in the middle of a read and if you know you ain't paid for a read, it's gonna always be a collective for you. It's only personal when you pay. Um, if it's something, if he's not seeing something, if there's something that he needs to fix in his life when it comes to his destiny, then the spell work will always hit him because it's trying to wake him up from something too. But if he don't see it, it's gonna keep fucking with you. You can't carry your destiny and you can't carry his. I'm working on me and my finances. What is he working on? Because if you are in a marriage, you can't be working on the shit by yourself. You can't. Damn, I just seen abandonment. If you are working on your, if you work, he should be. Is he working on? Is he helping you work on these things? Because if he's not being a part, if he's not a part of these things, then what the fuck is he there for? All right, work, labor, and efforts. You can't be the only one putting in work. Again, that pathway came out. Sneakiness and deception. I just feel like when God shows you something, if God shows you something in your dream, you better roll with it. Don't you second guess. Because a lot of times we could see the truth and then we could see it as illusions. And we be like, oh, it's an illusion. It's not real. Well, spirit, like I done showed you more than once. It's not an illusion. Blocked here. All right, confidence. He is working out here. I'm in Florida and he's in. Oh, Lord. Okay. Is there a specific question? I feel like there's a specific question that you want to ask me. I feel like, hold on, don't even say nothing. Love spells are involved. Ooh, I hate doing readings like this. Ooh, hold on. Hello and thief. Why is thief here? Concern, money. Something's happening where money is leaving. I don't know if his discernment, I don't know what he does for work, but evil eye and boss theft. His work situation is kind of weird. Let's see. Tell me about his work. Is this man faithful? Yes or no? That's what we're going to know. That's the real question. No came out. Feeling trapped, mental imprisonment, victim mentality, limited beliefs. Is this man faithful? Job. What kind of job he got? I mean, I'm trying to be all in your business, but I didn't know you was in Florida. Ancestors and family. Somebody doing some dark magic. Somebody doing heavy magic on him. And see, this is the thing. Only thing I hate about magic and when it's done on these masculines, it's like everybody has free will. He's in the medical field. Okay, cool. So he's around. Mm. I hate to say shit like that, but I just have to think about the surroundings. Somebody's doing magic. Somebody's doing some magic. All right. Keep or not. Keep or not. All right. Spirit sage achievement. It's like spirit is only telling me about you. Achievement, Empress. Spirit getting ready to give you something. I feel like Spirit finna get ready to give you something and you don't need to say shit. I swear to God. Because this ain't abandonment. You're going to leave. It's something that you're wanting that you're not getting. Okay. Let's see. It's like Spirit is basically saying protect yourself destruction. Somebody's trying to cause some sort of destruction. Oh, you said yes, you are leaving? Okay. See, I knew it. A lot of times people do shit when to relationships, but they think that they motherfucking doing crazy shit, but they really only doing you a favor. They only, remember I said that tower moment, a lot of times God will orchestrate shit to push shit out, all right, to make you, your eyes is opening, all right, so you're starting to see more. God gonna keep revealing shit to you to where you gonna get this knot in your fucking stomach. It's gonna make you feel some type of way. Say Warlock, who I divorced many years ago. Yeah, they only think that they be causing you harm, but it really be fucking helping you. Cause it's like, yeah, thank you for doing shit because now I can see shit. You know, it never works in the way that they intend for it to work. All right, but I feel like spirit is getting ready to. I know you say you're working on your finances. God is getting ready to do something with your finances to where you're gonna have what you need, but you don't need to tell nobody. God wants you to continue to have trust in Him. All right. This is crazy. Hold on. Let's see. Spirit, give me some advice. All right. Yeah, do we think about this shit all the time? No. Collaboration, protection, nice guy, third party. I just feel like his discernment off. He's too trusting. I don't like no trusting ass nigga. He's too trusting. He's too trusting. All right, what's gonna be the outcome for her, Spirit? A rich guy. Damn. I feel like your blessing is on the other side. Yeah, I'm telling you, God finna open up a door for you because it's like abuse comes in all different forms. Mental abuse is really a thing. Emotional abuse is really a fucking thing. All right. When you dealing with somebody, like if somebody ain't protecting your fucking mental, that shit is dangerous. That's just as dangerous as them putting hands and feet on you. Um, pathway is here. But somebody being sneaky on a pathway. I didn't even know this car was behind here. So yeah, you're definitely moving on because some sort of abuse is here. All right, and this could be abuse. Don't have to be physical. It could be mental. It could be you doing some shit behind my back type of energy. All right, God is getting ready to bless you. Wealth, leadership, stability, generosity, and security, collaboration, teamwork, and mastery. This is the time when you get closer to God. All right, and God just from the start, like literally, it's nothing that you have to do. Like literally, all you got to do is ask God for what it is that you want. And simple as that, because it's like God don't move unless you ready for God to move. That'd be crazy. That'd be the crazy thing. God can automatically do shit. But God want you to ask. Support is the word that came out. All right, support is the card that came out in mystery. All right, spirit is wanting you to ask. Accept responsibility when it's any relationship that you have been in. All right, so you're like at a reflection stage. You're just thinking about past shit when it comes to this relationship. But you need to take the good from it. All right, take that bad and transmute it into something positive. All right, hold yourself accountable. Know how you let yourself get there, but know what you're not going to do the next time so that you can avoid certain things. All right, a lot of times we come together with people and we don't allow God to bring us together with people. All right, we've all been through that shit several fucking times. All right, but God getting ready to bless you. All right, because you are very much so deserving of it. All right, you gonna get exactly what you're looking for. All right, and what you need is somebody who don't be gone. I'm sorry, like that's not for you. All right. Spirit say keep having strength, and whenever you feel like you just can't, you can always email me. All right, always, and that is your read. Is anybody else wanting a read? Y'all quiet in this motherfucker today. It is a quiet day. Y'all motherfuckers stay in Florida. I sure wish y'all ass stayed in Tallahassee. What, bruh? Okay. I sure wish y'all stayed in Tallahassee. But spirit be having it like that. To where you don't stay too close. Cause it'll fuck up your journey because everything that you would need, like everything you need to do, that person will help you. It won't nothing be hard. That's why I be saying that's why my baby daddy is not here. Because if my baby daddy was here, I wouldn't go through nothing. I'll be coddled because he wouldn't let me go through shit. So a lot of times God allows you to go through things by yourself so that you can lean on God and watch God produce these motherfucking wonderful ass miracles that are coming your way. You are very welcome, love. Again, if you ever feel like you're just feeling down about some shit, please email me. I don't like when y'all be feeling fucked up because y'all know if I be feeling fucked up, I'm sure gonna tell y'all ass whether you wanna know or not. All right, is there anybody else wanting a read at this time? General reads are $10 right now if you're wanting one. All right, so for the next 5 minutes. For the next 5 minutes. Let's see. Spirit, what is happening throughout the week? Communication. Somebody is receiving some sort of communication. It could have been a communication that you're looking for. A personal issue reaches resolution. All right, so somebody is coming to some sort of resolution this week. All right, it's called alliance. Something is coming together. You're being called to do something. You could be receiving an invitation. All right, you could be receiving an invitation. Let's see. All right, health checkup. You could just be checking in on your health, taking care of your body, being selfish. All right, I really feel like this week is a selfish week. Love on yourself. Please love on yourself more than you love on anybody else. All right, shit. All right, and Spirit is saying be still. A lot of y'all need rest. All right, called. You're gonna be receiving some sort of invitation, or Spirit is calling you on to go upon the next journey. Are you ready? All right. The end of a tough cycle approaches. All right, nurturing energy is here. It's time to basically heal those wounds. Okay, balancing things are balancing out. Things are balancing themselves out. What's going on, Janet from another? All right. Take time to breathe out. Spirit is basically saying take time to breathe out. Why give me that card? All right. Something is getting ready to arrive. All right. Something is arriving. I'm gonna pull cards for each one of these. All right. Give me that card down there. All right. Don't let your pride get in the way. All right. Let's see what's going on for a health checkup. All right. Collaborate. Something definitely coming together. All right. What is health checkup? I swear, all I hear is Michael Jackson songs in my damn head. Thanks to social fucking media. All right. Pathway. Something is being open. All right. You're going to get a chance to fix something. All right. On a pathway. You're going to get a chance to fix something on a path. All right. Maybe something could be coming back around on a path. All right. Yeah. Ooh, that shit flew out. Love offer. Something is coming back around. Somebody wants to express something. All right. Ending. Somebody wants to end some shit. All right. Somebody wants to end some drama. Somebody wants to end something coming towards you. All right. Why is be still here? Spirit, I'm hearing be still because it's all coming to you. And that's the fucking truth. Not spirit confirming I am who the fuck I say I am. All right. You may be a reader yourself, all right? Clarity, new ideas, mental power, truth, and breakthrough. You can see the truth about situations. That's why it's easy for you to walk in certain ways because you listen to spirit, all right? Voodoo don't bother you, all right? Somebody finna get ready to travel. Somebody's getting ready to travel, all right? Let's see. Jezebel here. Somebody wants to stop something. Something's coming to an end. It's like once somebody travels, something coming to an end. All right. Somebody's gonna have to get ready to travel. All right. As soon as you travel, something's coming to an end. Because you're being called to go on a mission. Yeah, and somebody's in competition with you. I'm telling you, somebody's in competition. Somebody's gonna end up in jail. All right. You're ending something. And in a cycle, all right, of imbalance, all right, and then depression and anxiety, all of that shit is coming to an end on this journey. There will be none of that on this journey, all right. There will be no depression. There will be no misery on this journey, all right. Them days is gone, all right. Yeah, somebody was in competition with you. A male could have been in competition with you. All right, they mentally, emotionally unstable. These family members, all right, they are mad because you are called. All right, tell me about this end of a tough cycle. All right, yeah, risk taking. You're taking some sort of risk to heal something. All right, everybody's taking some sort of risk. All right, you could be taking a risk to heal something. Well, you could feel like you're taking a damn risk. That shit came out again. Yes, you're taking a risk to heal something. All right, ascending, but something is moving forward and balance is being brought. All right, planning and decision making. All right, this planning and decision making here. Somebody is heartbroken about a situation. Earth angel here. Oh, nose itching. My nose itching again. All right, yeah, something's getting ready to be balanced out. All right, Spirit said don't let your pride get in the way. All right, pride will kill a lot of shit. Trust me, I fucking know. All right, collaboration. You're coming together with somebody coming out of the code. All right, arrival is here. Arrival is here. All right, money is here. You're gonna be safe. Whatever it is that you're getting ready to do, you're gonna be confident in something. You're gonna be confident in moving forward. All right, because spirit is fin to allow you to be comfortable. Somebody is confused, baby, because you got justice coming your motherfucking way. You are getting what you need. All right, let's see. Before somebody's travels, what is happening before they travel? What is happening beforehand? Somebody mad and jealous because a relationship is coming together. Somebody could be traveling, going towards a relationship. Opposition. Somebody was trying to do something under the moon. That shit didn't work. All right. Somebody's jealous and envious. So somebody's trying to stop somebody's emotion. It's money here. All right. An emperor is receiving some money. An emperor could be giving you some money. All right. A magician is here. Somebody is seen in high honor. Military could be significant as well. All right. Somebody's leaving a situation. Then you got courthouse here. Somebody could be separating from a situation. All right, flying monkey and divination here. All right, somebody looking into you. Somebody trying to look into your life too, and they're finding out that they ass is finna motherfucking go through it. All right, justice for an emperor. All right, there's an emperor receiving some sort of justice. What is this justice? All right, somebody's trying to destroy something. All right, but this person is achieving something with their fucking empress. Well, I'll be damned. I'm going to close it there. All right, is there anybody else that's wanting a read? All right, love reads are $10 right now. General reads are $20. If you are interested, let me know because I am fixing to go. I will be back later. All right, if you would like a video. All right, if you would like a 25-minute video, they are 15 as well. All right. If you want a personal video, let me know. All right. Let's see. Damn, I popped that shit. All right. Is anybody wanting a read before I go? You give me that card. You saw that? Give me that card out of the floor. All right, you guys. Well, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I love you guys and see you later.